Okay, I want to talk about GameStop because I hear the same complaints all the time, so I figured I'd get my perspective on it. It is what it is. GameStop sucks because for a lot of reasons, and I'm not going to get into this long-winded thing, but I will make a comparison contrast. Years ago, when GameStop first blew up and got big, and they started making chains all over the place, you know, they had great deals. You could go in there and get games really, really cheap, used, you know, and they had a great return policy. You didn't like the game, it didn't even have to be broken. You didn't like it, you take it back, they give you your money back, no harm, no foul. That's changed. Now, the market is shit. They buy a game off of you that you just paid $60 for about 2 weeks ago and offer you $12.99 friggin' store credit, or $10 cash, whatever the rates are. But I know that's what they're about. That's the average. They'll offer you about $15 for a $60 game. That's new. So with that being said, I want to say something that people need to understand, because apparently there's some confusion. And the confusion is that, yeah, GameStop sucks. The employees shill everything. I can't even go in there and buy a fucking game and get in and get out and just get my game and go. Do I want a power-up card? Do I want a subscription to Game Informer? Can they have my email address? Do I want to reserve any games? These are things that people need to understand. Like, look, if I wanted to go up to the counter and check out a game, and I get my game, I just want to go. I know what I'm going to do before I go there, so I don't want to fucking reserve no games. I don't want to reserve Mass Effect 12 or fucking Madden 2027. I don't want to be bothered with it. It pisses me off that I have to sit there and debate with this guy for 10 minutes just to get my friggin' game. So, the product pushing is bullshit, and I'm tired of it. I don't want nothing to do with it. Moving on, there's a problem, and it's with the consumers. It's not just GameStop. It's not just, all the places, Walmart, Target, whatever, selling $60 games. That's not the issue. And $34.99 for a DS game and $40 for a PSP game. First of all, handheld games should not cost that much. That's all there is to it. It's fucking ridiculous. So, let's get that out of the way right now. It's a fucking handheld game. It should not cost a fraction of what a console game costs. That's all there is to it. It should be about 50 to 25% cheaper than a $60 360 game. It's ridiculous. So, that being said, let's talk about eBay, Amazon, Buy.com, whatever the person-to-person salespeople are. Here's the problem, guys. The consumers are to blame because GameStop is the only one in town. It's the only game in town left that sells used games other than a pawn shop. So here's the problem. You can go to a pawn shop, or you can go to GameStop, or you can find another specialty place like Bookman's, Zia Records. We have some out here on the West Coast. Their prices ain't that great either, but they're affordable, whatever. Not the issue. The issue is eBay and Amazon and all the places like it. You guys can blame GameStop and the secondary market all you want, but the bottom line is that consumers killed the secondary game market with eBay and Amazon and other companies like them, because they do the same shit. And when they can't pawn their game off at GameStop or at the pawn shop because they don't want it because it's old, or it's beat up, or it's broken and doesn't work, or it's not a popular game, and they don't want to take the offer that a pawn shop or GameStop makes them, they go and post it on eBay or Amazon for about the price of a new game, which is bullshit. The price gouging on eBay and Amazon by consumers has killed the secondary game market, like it or not. I go on there and I look for games that I can get cheaper, because that's instinctively that's what you do now. eBay, Amazon, and there's other ones, but I don't really subscribe to those. So, with that being said, I've gone, and I'll give you an example. I've gone on eBay and Amazon to get Dead or Alive 4 for the 360, and the cheapest one I could find was $40 plus like $20 shipping. Get it through your heads, guys. What is it you think you have? And don't even get me started on the collector's edition games and the specialty games and all that. Because, you know, you can say, oh, well, GameStop charges $100. You ain't got $100, motherfucker. Once you open that wrapper and you bust open that game and you take away all that special edition stuff, the pens, the sketch guides, the keychains, and all this shit, you know, you don't have a $100 game anymore. So why would you go on eBay, Amazon, and try to post it for that much? So, like it or not, that's what's happening here. You could say that the new systems are gonna kill the game market because they're talking about encoding the systems to where the discs only recognize a game that's bought by the user of that console. And that's what they're talking about doing. So, you know, a lot of people are angry about that. I'm not angry about it because if that puts GameStop out of business, I'm happy. Because they're not getting any money from me. They're not getting any games from me because I'll be damned if I'm going to buy Arkham Asylum for $60 and they buy it off me for $15 and then put it on the shelf for $54.99. And if you don't believe it, go to their website and look at their used prices. They're about $5 off a new copy. So, what is the draw of buying a used game anymore? There is no draw. So, with that being said, you know, instead of pointing the finger at GameStop, as much as we all hate GameStop, I know a lot of people do, take a look at yourselves. Because all the price gouging is killing the secondary game market, and that's why you can't get a cheap game anymore. It's not because of GameStop, it's because people go on the internet with inflated prices, with old-ass games that ain't worth shit, and try to make a killing off of it. And if you want to pay it, that's fine, but I'm not going to pay it. And I'm just telling you this because I'm tired of hearing all the arguments about saying that this is killing the game industry, that is killing the game industry. No. If you want to talk about what's killing the secondary game market, consumers are killing it, not big money corporations. Not happening. Like it, don't like it, but learn to live with it.